Hey, in this video, I just want to talk about the small things in life, like how sometimes you don't think they really affect you or anything like that, but they do play a part in how you turn out and shape out the beam or what may affect your futures and whatnot. And you know, most of the times we don't realize that we're being affected by like that one small incident in our past or something like that where you could have had a friend in kindergarten and they might have said what's something a kindergarten someone in kindergarten would say. Let's just go like they called you a big stupid poopy head or whatnot. In that moment it probably doesn't really affect you. At most you'll be mad at that friend, but it's nothing overly crazy. But later on in life, probably elementary, it might come back and you might realize something that one incident really did affect like you psychologically or something like that. It's not a great example, but it's something that I can just think of, or a small fight that you might have had where it wasn't really your fault, but you still got into the fight and things like that, and it affected you later on down the road, or you only realized it later on in life. And that's something that kind of happened to me with a fight that I had in middle school, where for the most part I didn't feel as though it really played a, a huge factor in my life until really later on when I thought about it more. And it was I was in art class, should have been sixth grade, and there was someone in the class. He told me to stop talking and stuff like that, and I was just talking to another person at the table with me, and I told him, no, I'm not going to stop talking. I'm going to do that because it's my right to talk, and also we're in middle school. I'm trying to talk to somebody at the table, so I wasn't gonna listen to that guy tell me what to do. And then it was time for us to go to the bathroom. So our teacher took us to the bathroom and whatnot. And I was running my hand across the wall as someone usually does, or what someone would do, probably out of boredom. And in the hallway, he told me, stop running your hand against the wall. It's annoying to me. And I told him once more, no, I'm going to do what I want because you're not going to tell me what to do. I'm my own person. And he was like, you keep doing that, I'm gonna show you why I'm telling you to stop doing it. And I'm like, I don't care. So, being petty and a kid, I ran my hand across the wall, like right above his head. He didn't like that, but we made it back to the classroom and whatnot. And I went back to talking to the person that I was talking to in the classroom. So he he told me, I told you to shut up, bro. So like if you don't shut up, I'm gonna come over there and punch you in the jaw. And I told him, I don't care. If you're going to do it, go ahead and do it. So he got up out of the chair, walked over to me. I looked at him, he looked at me. He punched me right in the jaw. And I told him, well, I didn't even say anything. I had a pair of scissors in my hand and I looked at them, but I put them down right then and there. I'm like, nah, that's not the right move to make. Put down the scissors and then I put took off my glasses and I grabbed him by like the collar, slammed him against the locker, and then we got into a fight. The fight got broken up by the teacher. He threw him to the chair. He threw me to the desk. It honestly happened really fast. I'm more impressed by the fact that the teacher was able to even just throw us the way he did. both with one arm. It was funny. But, you know, I was told after the fight, we both got suspended, even though I didn't start it. He's the one that came up to me and punched me. But I was told after suspension, go apologize to him and stuff like that. And I was going to, and then I saw him in the hallway, and he told me, "Bro, don't even talk to me," and stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't even care. I'm not even going to talk to him. So I just walked off, never apologized. And the following year, I used to be a very talkative person in school, like from elementary up to sixth grade. I talked somewhat in seventh and somewhat in eighth, but it had slowed down tremendously. I just stopped talking in general by the time I reached ninth grade, and that remained the same in high school. Only recently have I started talking to people a bit more because after that fight, I just really didn't talk to a lot of people. And a little bit after, I started thinking to myself, I think people might find my voice annoying or something like that. So I just stopped talking or would actively lower my voice to a point where it wouldn't annoy someone because it's naturally high or something else. So I just stopped talking a lot or would have my voice much lower than what it usually should be. And by the time I graduated, I didn't really talk to anyone. I didn't have too many friends. It was only like the people that I had known since elementary and somewhat in middle school. But just like last year or so, and even this year, I've been trying to get back out there and talk to people, but it hasn't really, it hasn't fully happened yet. But I did come to realize that that one fight and a few other things happened. It wasn't just purely that fight. I know that for a fact. That it did play a role in how I ended up later on in life where I just don't talk to people. I don't feel as though who I just I don't feel comfortable talking half the time because it's always a question in the back of my mind of, well, will this person find my voice annoying? Will they find me annoying? Something like that. And I just try not to talk a lot. And that's kind of what I have this YouTube for, where I'll talk and whatnot. All in all, to say the small things in life, don't just overlook them. You know, in that moment, it may not be a lot, but later on, it could really, it could have really affected you. So I don't know what the full message of this video was. I just wanted to talk about the small thing, how you shouldn't ignore the small things in life, and you know, just keep up with them and make sure you're actually good. Make sure you talk to someone about them or something like that. Other than that, I don't think I really got anything. I'm done.